kind of the same way, but no one's playing Bren because I think they think like, you know, Hammer, whatever. But here we go. We're loading into game 1 of Sgrape and xJcoolJ against Zen and Hideaway, and we're starting off in Miami Dome, so a much more saturated place of scenery for game number 1. And I mean, as we were saying before, excited to see this Nash. We got to see a little bit of it earlier on the winner side of things, and now here on the elimination side, let's see if they can qualify for the top 4.
Sgrape so quick on it, knocked Zen to the left and immediately stopped side air to Hideaway the other direction. He's getting some good damage built up, but it is still the blue team with more damage behind him. Okay, down Sig a little too predictable there. You saw Hideaway in position, but it's not enough. He doesn't have the jumps.
Got to give a shout out to that spot dodge effectively from Sgrape there to go ahead and avoid that hit from Hideaway and then punish with a stomp there of his own, but it doesn't last for much longer as Hideaway able to come back and say, you know what Teros does real well? He finds knockouts. The moment a hitbox of mine connects with you, you're probably not going to come back.
Definitely hits hard. xJcoolJ able to get that down light. Zen actually tried to interrupt there, didn't quite find that hit on xJcoolJ. Nice play.
Wow, yeah, just stomping the yard over there. I get it, man. Hey, you get a stomp there. We in the 30s when we're talking damage numbers, right? So it makes sense. But a beautiful interrupt from Zen there to go ahead and not only interrupt, but also find the knockout as well on Sgrape. And Endlight's not going to be enough here, but you have some time to 2v1 on Sgrape if you want. They don't really get much damage off of it, but I mean, at this point...
Hideaway, does he have the movement? He goes back down, and xJcoolJ is actually going to get the wall touch.
Wow, okay, so a bit of a swing here. xJ is going to fall, though, and now Zen and Hideaway are going to have a slight lead here. Zen still decently healthy on that second stock and trying to pogo his way on the Sgrape, but you see the way they converge onto his stock right there? That's a team play that we like to see. Hideaway, admittedly, maybe needed to be a little bit closer to stop that from happening.
Big agree. You saw xJcoolJ come down, hit that down air onto Zen, and Hideaway was not in position to kind of give any breathing room. Instead, it was the blue team collapsing on or onto Zen. Ice and Sig.
Wow, that was enough. There goes Sgrape just like that. xJcoolJ is forced into the 2v1, and he's trying to do the best that he can. We're going to be camping the side of the stage here for a while Slip coming into play. Going to have to make the touch at some point. Not here, though. Baits him out, and then gets poked as well, so we'll be able to refresh that wall timer a little bit.
I like the way the red team was playing that edge guard. They had a pretty decent split there to get the coverage. xJcoolJ going to burn a dodge there, but red team not engaging. Good interrupt. That's going to be the game. That's game 1 going the way of Zen and Hideaway.
Have to give credit where credit is due. That interrupt was immaculate, right? I mean, the thing there is that Kaya both side signature. It's not even that it has so much force on it, but it does just have a lot of movement with it. So by the time you do get sent flying by that final hit of the attack, you are so much closer to the KO box than you are when you started. And that little extra push, and I won't call it a little push, it's a pretty substantial push, is the difference oftentimes between you getting back or not. And so in that situation, that's what I'm going to be fishing for in the 2v1. We're right in that damage range. We're going to knock out. Had that side sig completed, that probably would have been a 1v1 situation, all things considered. And so the timing of that interrupt was paramount to the success of Hideaway and Zen here as they load into game 2. This time, we're on the Small Fortress Alliance.
Getting that down light was so critical for the red team to guarantee that W. But here we go into game number 2. Like you said, the Fortress of Lions. Hideaway going to go down there and hit that down air onto Sgrape to put him back into the fight.
They're coming up with custom combos over here. I saw him do ground pound and a gravity cancel sidelight on Bo, and it worked. I said, you know what? You got that xJcoolJ. You're an innovator more than I knew. Nice.
Okay. Stomp side air, not able to get a follow-up there. Ooh, wow. Wasn't able to hit the side air there. Zen was in position to try to interrupt. Didn't really matter. Good split. That's going to be a KO. Yeah.
Man, just to find that neutral air off the top. There's going to be an N-Sig to go ahead and try to equalize things a little bit. It does get punished, but it doesn't lead to the stock being taken. You can see Zen going for an N-Sig of his own right there. That's not going to connect the recovery. Doesn't have enough juice on it to knock out off the top either. And Hideaway, honestly, I mean, we're going to see a stock get taken from his partner there, but pretty content with just kind of holding the floor here. I mean, jumping to the skies now to avoid getting hit in the 2v1, but playing a much more grounded game overall.
Yeah, I think that's kind of been across the board the game plan. Like when one person is respawning, the other person is just going to be running around trying to not get hit. Don't let the teams get the power play.
Yeah, definitely got to keep harm at bay. As you can see, Zen getting an opening here. Hideaway, they're going to combo.
Nice.
Yeah, and that recovery going to be huge damage here. Sgrape can't make it back either, so they have a chance to get a 2v1 on xJcoolJ. Are they going to go for it? No. He's going to weapon throw and camp the platform a little bit, and yeah, he gets out unscathed. Well played by xJcoolJ.
Yeah, I mean, he made a terrible situation, just kind of bad situation, as of course Sgrape did get taken down on that left side. He's on that final stock, so it's still not out of the woods yet.
Yeah, this is a similar situation as we saw in the first game where Sgrape, I believe, was also the one to lose his stock first in that game. So definitely needs to do a better job of hanging on here. But now, this is a crucial moment. Can you hang on? We were just talking about this. Yep, runs away all the way to the other side of the stage. Swaps weapons as well. Gets a double side air, an opportunity for xJ to maybe get an edgeguard. No, but they do have both members of the red team in the corner. They're unable to capitalize off that positioning. Unable to get a punish there as well in the friendly fire. The side sig's going to connect. Finally, we get a stock here down sig, and we don't get a follow-up side air from Sgrape there to secure the knockout. And that might be the difference, and probably is, between Hideaway having that stock right now.
Yeah, instead he was going for a neutral air. Again, did not connect, just slightly off the mark. Gravity cancel neutral signature. Blue team is going to make their way back onto the stage, but the damage deficit might be too much right now.
Yeah, it's just going to be hard to come back from. I mean, we'll see. At this point, Sgrape used to kind of play a bit more of the back foot, but now I'd say the damage is definitely even. The down sig, the big roar coming out of Hideaway here, still mashing down on that, and then that neutralite's going to be enough. Hideaway securing that game, and that's 2 now, right on the board there. It's looking kind of rough here. I don't know what adjustments are going to be made, because right now, this team composition, the Teros and the Kaya, seems to be the one, man. Sgrape and xJ don't seem to have an answer. I don't know what I think at this point. You know, I was going to say, I think that perhaps maybe it comes down to Sgrape hanging on to that stock a little while longer, maybe not getting beat up so quickly, but then it's like, there's got to be more to it than that, you know? That's the layman's explanation.
Yeah, I think like when you're watching the match, you look at it and you're like, oh man, Sgrape's getting taken out too early. But he was able to put out 499 damage and took 503. His teammate, on the other hand, only put out 274 damage while taking 640. And I'm not trying to say xJcoolJ is like not doing his part, but when your teammate's taking all of that attention, you got to go in there and put some damage out.
Yeah, no, I think that's a great thing to point out, because especially in team play, hold on. Oh, that could have been a great conversion. As you see that Sgrape has swapped on over to the tried and true, what we kind of know him for, that Orion. And what is going on the top of the screen there? Okay. Oh. Thanks, Sgrape, man.
I tried to get a little greedy there, wanted that side air, but instead took a side air from Hideaway.
Wow, okay, and that side is going to go ahead and knock out. And that's both members of the blue team here in a bad spot. Oh, is Zen going to be able to get back here? Nice little save. And you can see xJ goes out there and tries to make him pay for it, but the side air doesn't connect. And now they're going to have to fight a little while harder here to get the stock, but that down sig should do it. And now Zen, you know, still trying to hang on to this first stock. What's the answer going to be? How do we get rid of this first stock? Is Zen? The recovery's going to be the answer. Maybe the Orion's the answer.
I mean, his spear definitely looking a little bit more comfortable than his Nash did. What a team combo, though, immediately coming out from the red team. xJcoolJ with the disengage.
Yeah, we already got Sgrape down to the final stock, man. I don't know. I mean, that side air he got hit with on the first stock really took him out kind of early there. That was the power of Teros really talking to him. And now, getting hunted down by Zen, he really has to play the back foot here. That's a lot of onus on xJcoolJ. If Sgrape can even get back here, I mean, look, they're getting split up with effectively the greatest of ease. Come on now. With some
risky ground pound.
Oof.
Man. Oh. And the recovery off the nair. It's all left to xJcoolJ, and this is looking dire.
Yeah, no, I mean, this is looking like 2 sets back to back here, where one team just clearly has, you know, outmatched the other. One might say out-Teros the other, depending on how you feel about that. But, I mean, what we see is what y'all see, man. At this point, xJ has to do the unthinkable. And he's trying, you know, but he got so much to burn through 4 stocks with this Kaya. Huge opportunity for a punish and a scoop off the top from the pass from the unarmed Nair. And Zen and Hideaway are able to take out Sgrape and xJcoolJ in 3-0 fashion, not really breaking a sweat there. That looked pretty comfortable to them, if I do say so myself.
Yeah, they make it look easy, but that final combo was so stinking sick. That was not a, well, it is not a true combo originally, right? The stomp recovery into the down air.
Yes.
And what they do is throw in the teammate